Okay, let's talk a little bit about airplane wing de-icing. God knows we have a lot of airplanes that used to have a problem. But you know what I thought was a very simple solution to airplane wing de-icing? Well, it was recessed heat lamps. You know, like what people used to use for hair conditioning treatments or aches and pains in their body. Well, if you recess higher voltage lamps, or I know that the lamps that are high volt for the airplanes are probably, you know, maybe they're less heat emitting or whatever. But if you use like a heat lamp in conjunction with those under the wing or wherever, and over the wings wherever you know, ice would collect. Of course, I don't know a whole lot about aeronautics, so probably aeronautics engineers would know where to place them and how to place them. But if you recess them in the wing, they wouldn't be, and they're emitting the heat, they would keep ice from forming. It's better than spraying whatever that is on the ground that just freezes over again in the air. And we haven't had any of those crashes in quite some time, and that's a good thing. So you might want to think about that. But then, on the same token, with light, I was talking about modifying tanning beds with orange emitting light instead of UV light, ultraviolet light, in order to make them more of a healing chamber. Because, well, this is an Eckankar thing. Orange light, when you visualize orange light, is physically healing to the body. So blue light may be emotionally healing to the body, as well as physical, but more of a spiritual and emotional healing takes place in the blue light. But the orange light is physically healing to the body, and plus that we all know that every color of light has a different wavelength that is emitted. And so how far, the question would be then, how far does orange light penetrate into the body? Whereas, you know, with tanning, they say that tanning is dangerous for people because it causes carcinomas, right? Skin cancers, melanomas, or whatever. But look, so it must be penetrating into not only the epithelium, but the third layer in of the skin. You have the what is it? The derma, the epithelia, and then the third inner layer. Oh God, what is that? I forget. My anatomy and physiology is sketchy. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to penetrate into the third layer of the skin where the blood vessels actually are carrying, you know, they carry the blood to the skin at that layer, okay? You have to go like 3 to 4 layers deep for the blood vessels that feed the actual skin, right? So if you're under orange light, and you know, and you would of course time, and my experiment actually revolved around photosynthesis and the red light, because the red light emits a certain wavelength of light, and I was concerned with photosynthesis, and that's how I came to decide that perhaps a slightly orange light combining the red light with the yellow light would actually be very penetrating into the physical cell, and might actually heal a person whereas transversely white light, being that a person like that might actually act as a laser and destroy someone. So you don't want to do that. So what you want to do in healing is to facilitate healing by the proper wavelength of light. Okay, you don't want to go through the person. You want to get to the effective area to facilitate the blood carrying away. Repair red and blood cells, more or less. Helping to repair the red blood cells, I think, are more susceptible to the light than white blood cells, I believe, or vice versa. You'd have to look that up because I'm not looking at it. I wrote it and it's not in front of me. Like I said, I lost notes here somewhere. They're in my, God, I hope they're still in my room. So anyway, thank you. That's those two light theories.